And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced.
13.
Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Got one more great treat for you, folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. I'm so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with him.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
Hey, Shams, the Heat seem to always be in that area of making a big move, thinking about a big move, certainly seeing what could be out there. What's your sense? Are they trying to shake up their core right now?
The Heat always feel like they are close to competing and really trying to get to the cusp of winning a championship. The question is, can they find another star player to bring to this group? Are they willing to move the assets? And do they have the complement of pieces to go get that star player? But the Heat, we've seen it over the last 4 or 5 years. They're a team that has one thing in mind, and that's winning a championship.
And they can be scary when they get to the playoffs.
Playing the regular season is one thing for this Heat group. They know when the lights are shining the brightest, they can turn it up another level in the playoffs. That's what Eric Spoelstra brings.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Abusele out there with Paul George. Then there's Embiid. Then it's MP. And it's Grimes in at the 2 guard. And for the Heat, Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center position. To the middle. You know, Shams, you cover transactions all day long, all season long. And the Sixers have not been shy about making moves.
No other team has been more aggressive when you think about trying to figure out this puzzle around Joel Embiid and around Tyrese Maxey. They've always been movers and shakers. This is a franchise that bears watching moving forward, just seeing exactly what moves they make.
They always make headlines. You're exactly right. Here's Hero. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. The rebound by Yabusele.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
MP kicks to George. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
That's a tough shot for a lot of people, but PG makes it look easy.
Well, expansion is coming, Shams. Is the league ready, in your estimation, for some more cities and new teams?
The NBA seems to be ready. I think I'm ready. Kevin, are you ready? Because the last expansion was, 20 years ago? That's the longest wait for this league since it began. And so I think Adam Silver and this league are going to take their time and really figure out exactly where they want to expand to. But the question is, Kevin, are you ready?
I am always ready. I know the league is looking even overseas or even maybe south of the border for a possible new entrant. But the league has got so much talent on the bottom half of these rosters. I definitely think it's time.
And there's a great appetite, a great desire for a lot of these cities, not only in the States, but also abroad, like you said, to go bring in an NBA team to their city and bring some of the talent, the marquee names to their city.
It'll be terrific. Mitchell misses off the left iron. 76ers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Miami. Duncan Robinson comes in for Davion Mitchell. And the 76ers also making a change. Maxi's checked in. And Embiid drops them both. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do. And this path, I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans. And so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
The 76ers trailing. Mitchell is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Jaquez outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
76ers ball. The 76ers making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams, just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. That, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular thing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started, or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. But there's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams, general managers want to do it.
Well said. And Miami making a change here. Jovic is checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Mitchell for 3. It's hauled in by George. Philadelphia leading by 3. MP left side. Has to grind. Back to MP. And they double up Embiid. Outside, George. Pocket 4. That's in. Coming off the assist from Embiid. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Miami calls timeout. I want to see you get loud. Here comes the T-shirts.
Some changes here for the Heat. Highsmith is checked in, and it's Tyler Hero in for Davion Mitchell. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against Indiana. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. That I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Hero passes to Jovic. Into the lane. To Hero, and there's the pass to Robinson, and he's good on the 3-ball. Robinson's at 6.
Such a gifted shooter. When Duncan Robinson rises up with that kind of confidence, man, he's a threat.
In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Hero, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to MP. Here's McCain. Guarded by Robinson. MP dishes to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. MP, no good. Hero on the wing. Highsmith. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Yabusele. He's out there with Embiid. George is out there with MP. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Adebayo.
And you love the energy that Bam is bringing here, just all over the glass.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance between information and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
No good on that one. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And the flash Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
Passes to Grimes. Now Embiid down low. That's tipped. George against Wiggins. Kicks to Mitchell. Excellent D there from George. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as much as 10.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Ware passes to Hero. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for MP.
Substitution on the court.
So both teams making some changes here. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Robinson misses.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Hero. There's 25 seconds left in the third. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Here's Hero. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 9 points for Tyler Hero. The 76ers leading by 18. Back to MP. Pass to Oubre. Maxey on the wing. And he finishes nicely on the way. Maxey's got 8 here in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. 76ers on top, delivering the blowout. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Duncan Robinson out there with Hero. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Jovic in at the 4 slot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Inside, Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Assist goes to...
What a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
There's Hero with the 3. It's good. That basket is now 5 for 9.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now the pass to MP. To the inside. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Hero with it. He dishes it to Wiggins. He kicks it to Robinson. Clock at 6. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. No good there. Pass to McCain. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
3 points.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
MP against Hero. Pass to Ware. Back to Hero. Count it. Hero's got 9 points here in the second half.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Here's Embiid. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Robinson kicks to Hero. Fires the 3. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 20. MP, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Hero. Hero's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Off on the layup. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Oubre finds MP. Stolen by Hero. And they're moving it up.
And when Wiggins moves the rock, it's a huge plus for the offense.
76ers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. MP passes to Oubre. Back to MP. Miami grabs the miss. Right side Robinson. Baseline Jay on the way. That's good on the jump shot.
A guy who gets most of his points from behind the 3-point line. Nice to see Duncan using the touch in the mid-range.
And the 76ers call time here. They're up by 16. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Mitchell against MP. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. On the wing, MP. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the 76ers lead by 19. Mitchell against MP. Outside Hero. tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily.
The end of the game.
A resounding victory for them.
Thank you,
And
one and all,
Greg in
for
enemy
joining us
territory, no
tonight.
less.
That's exactly
Your
right.
team
But with the way
appreciates
they
your support.
control the
We hope
game,
you-
and just completely took the crowd out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.